Hello, everyone. I hope everyone can hear us and see us. I'm seeing information about transmission on Facebook, but I'm not sure if everyone is seeing this. Hopefully
No,
not.
it's only for us, so don't worry.
So hello, everyone. Welcome to this information webinar about the European Authors' Day. Thank you for joining. I always hope we can have someday a tool to actually meet in person, but obviously a tool where we can talk and inform about everything which will happen is also great. And I will firstly give the floor to Arnaud to welcome you as the Commission, the Creative Europe, our funder and the the initiator of the program.
Thank you very much, Marina, and welcome to everybody to this webinar. I would like to thank, of course, the consortium led by Universal Reading Foundation for organizing it. So, European Authors' Day, it's an initiative that the European Commission initiated in 2023 with the idea of promoting the diversity of European literature and, of course, reinvigorating, as we say, the love of reading, and especially among younger readers. We, of course, all know that there is a slight decline in reading. There is a competition between diverse form of entertainment. There is a competition with the screen, but we still think that reading, and especially reading literature, can bring so much on personal level, but also on societal level. That's why we initiated this initiative in 2023 to re-establish also the link between authors and book professionals and young readers. And the idea of encouraging as many events in schools, in libraries, in bookshops, in other venues, where reading and literature are discussed among kids, among children, ideally with the presence of an author, a European authors, ideally with the presence of a book professional, so that European literature is contemporary, is real, is human, and is not something abstract. It's not only things that you have to do in school and you receive a mark. So I forgot to introduce myself. Of course, I'm Arnaud Pasquale. I work for the European Commission, and in particular for the Creative Europe program. And the Creative Europe program is the main program of the European Commission of the European Union to support the diverse culture and creative sectors, and of course, in particular, support the book sector and the reading promotion organizations. So this initiative is really dear to us, really dear to our commissioners, and we are so glad that this initiative has been taken over by a very strong consortium made of Universal Reading Foundation and other organizations, as you can see at the bottom of the first slide. So I really encourage you all to take part in this European endeavor, European adventure, and to organize at your level events in your school, in your bookshops, in your libraries, in your venues, wherever, where literature can be shared and can be shared as a fun and entertaining but also enriching experience. So I leave you in the competent hand of Marina and her team. They have experience. They did it last year. Last year we had 6,000 events or more, and more, and that was a really good year, and we expect to have much more this year. So once again, thank you for your participation in this webinar. Thank you for your participation in this celebration of European Authors Day in 2026 between 11th November and 12th of December. And now the floor is to the organizer so that you know everything about these initiatives. Long live reading and long live European literature.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you very much, Arno. So I will try to go pretty fast, let's say, so that we don't spend too much time. There will be, hopefully, if we will have a space for some questions, but I'm hoping we will have a lot of answers in the presentation. It is absolutely wonderful to see all the hellos from all over Europe, including a hello from Washington. So hello to everyone. It's really great to be in such a wonderfully international space. So first of all, our wonderful partners, members of the Consortium, the National Library of Poland, EU Read, the Federation of European Publishers, Czetene from Bulgaria, Cyclic from France, Stiftung Lesen from Germany, are the organizations which, together with the Universal Reading Foundation, try to work for you so that everyone can participate. And it has been a great adventure to be working all together very internationally on this project. And this year, we introduced a theme, so we would like to propose that we all have events and have fun around being together and togetherness and friendship. Whatever this means for you, your readers, it's also not an obligation to use this theme. It's just a proposal. So this year, 26, will be the second year that we will be running the program. But let's just have a quick look at what the program is. The idea is to create a space for children and young people to enjoy meeting an author, talking about books they love, having fun, laughing together, right? But also the for real element, not being online, being offline, being together, possibly, and that is sort of the part of the heart of the project. To be with a creator, so to meet an author, an illustrator, a graphic designer, maybe a translator. Obviously, we are also about creating a space for any sort of educators, librarians, book professionals, but also maybe we're open to all ideas. So if there will be companies or families who will like to participate, it's also great. So it's not closed to any particular type of meetings or type of people who organize it. Although we know that obviously schools, librarians, booksellers are the maybe cultural centers, and others are the most typical places where these events will take place. We're also creating a network, so talking with you and organizing events where we can meet in person. So to build sort of stronger network of people who deal with literacy and to learn from each other and to together be stronger. That's sort of the big picture of what we are trying to do. Now, obviously, it's about reading, meeting, connecting, and having fun, in short. And just 2 sentences about some research around right, having fun and what reading gives. We all know this conversation is among professionals. We all know a lot of research on how reading is important for all of us and the society as such. There's this wonderful paper done by Scholastic where they proved that 70% of children want books to make them laugh. So whenever organizing an event, we might want to take this in consideration. And obviously, we all know the data around reading in Europe. Arnaud mentioned it. Reading is in a decline. If we look closely at the numbers, the highest reading rates we see around Europe are around 70 to sometimes 80% of adults who do read one book a year at least, and the lowest reading rates in some of our countries are around 30%, Poland being at 40%, so rather lower than higher. I will not go in the depth of the why. If anyone is interested, we do have a why section, why it matters, why it is important about the research around reading on the website. So you can check more there if anyone is interested. Just one more thing, in the unstable times, reading is really an answer that can calm us and decrease the stress. So if we're looking for arguments about why reading is important, this is one of them, especially for probably for these times where a lot of the things that used to be stable became unstable. And I'm very, very happy we have people from Ukraine who joined us today, and we are with you guys and thinking about Ukraine constantly. Now, how do we work? The methodology of the project, we would like to have a national hub in every country. We still miss a couple national hubs, but in general, we do have a national hub in most of the countries. So, and they are on the website. And national hubs serve as support, communication hub in the language, but they also receive welcome packs and will be the place where you will receive your welcome packs from. A second important point is that anyone can join, and you can prepare any activity around reading you think is the right one or the best one or whatever. We invite everyone to register their event at the website. The registration in English is now open, and it will work in all other languages at the end of the month. So you can either already register your event in English or wait to register it in your language. Welcome packs, I will come back to this, but this is a sort of important part of the setup. Will be distributed to the hubs, and then thanks to the hubs, to you guys and to everyone. And like I said, you can do whatever event you choose. There are scenarios and a lot of materials to be used. Now, in 25, we had at least one event in 34 countries, and we manage, or you guys actually managed to organize 6,500 events, which is absolutely wonderful. This is why Arno said that he's counting on all of us together organizing more this year. So it was really wonderful. A lot of things happened all over Europe, many places. We're very, very grateful for the amazing commitment and creativity of everyone. I will not go deeper into enumerating of what happened, because it would take too long, but it really was wonderful, and thank you again for joining, and we're hoping it was a good experience, and we're hoping you will continue this year. So our goals for 26 is to have 35 national hubs and to have at least 6,000 reading-related events all across Europe, with 18,000 educators and at least 90,000 young readers participating. I mean, having seen the results of last year, we're hoping this is possible. I think it is also maybe important to underline the element, I mean, the answer to a question we had received around why do we organize book events under a logo, because we all do it. We all do book events or reading events, and we don't need a common logo for it. And it's in one sense, it's true, obviously. But on the other hand, if we look at what then happens, and the branding all over Europe, a common branding all over Europe, it becomes a common strength. It becomes a situation in which we can all, for instance, come back to people around us, and by people I mean either policymakers or business people, maybe even in our towns, to say, look, this is a wonderful thing. This is a pan-European project in which we could take part if you support us. So we are hoping that the common branding will serve everyone anywhere we are, to sort of leverage the fact that we are all in this together. Now, as I said, we are missing 6 hubs in Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Czech Republic, Iceland, Liechtenstein, and Sweden. We're in conversations with some organizations, but if anyone would still want to jump in, or someone would like to confirm from these countries, please do. There's a link to the registration where we ask hubs to register their organization. Now, for an organizer, so whoever you are, or whoever is around you, or whoever you would like to organize an event, this is a very simple checklist, which I will talk a bit more about in a moment. So find your hub, plan your activity, register your event, use the free resources as you like, engage your community, receive your welcome pack, organize the event, and then celebrate. So we end with a communication bit, which is obviously important for what I said before, meaning for all of us to see each other, to feel that we are part of a community, but also to become stronger as, I would say, influencers, to become more impactful around literacy promotion. So the first one, or actually before step 1, there is a newsletter on the website. So if you're not already subscribed, please do. We're not spamming. There's not so much news issues of the newsletter, but you will get the most important information through it. Now, the first step is finding your hub. It's on the website. So please just get in. I mean, see what who your hub is, and get in touch around at least receiving the welcome pack. If your country does not have a national hub, please contact us directly at info@read4real. Kasia, who is with me, will answer you, and we will make sure that even if there is no hub in your country, you will still receive welcome packs. Step 2 is planning your activity. It's obviously around organizing a reading event between 11/11 and 12/12. So November 11th and December 12th. That is the sort of target. We want all the events to be organized at that moment. It's a very specific moment of the year. Obviously, it's not as warm as as in June, and of course it's just before the end of year celebrations. Whatever kind of celebrations we have, most of us give gifts to each other, so it's also a way to remind people around us that a book is a wonderful gift, and that children should have books at home, sort of in parallel to the fact that they can go to libraries and read books without buying them, of course. Now, step 3 is around registering your event. So we're showing where you register. It's very visible on the website. Like I said, it's now open in English. The exciting part is that whenever you will register your event, you should see a dot on the map. We are hoping it will work. So please do, and if you talk to other people organizing events, and we will be grateful if you did promote the idea to other people around you. Please also underline that registering is important. Now, using the resources which are on the website, there's a lot on the website. So there are logos in hopefully all European languages. We're showing 8, but a lot, I mean 30 plus are available. If you don't find your language, please write to us. If you think the way it's translated is wrong in your language, please write to us. We'll try to correct everything so that it works and makes sense in all languages. Then there are frames for social media. So they're empty frames in which, as you can see, you can put a picture of your team or your event or whatever. You can add your logo, and you have a nice graphic design for social media or for your website quickly. So if you would like to use these, it's wonderful. You can also add the logo in your language if you choose to. There are scenarios in many languages. They are available all these downloadable elements are available in the download section, obviously. So check out the scenarios which are under scenarios. 2 new friendship-themed scenarios are coming soon. They will be available in autumn. But a lot are available already. You see all the languages in which they are available. There is a reading team challenge for friends, which will be in all the welcome packs printed out. So you will, anyone who will receive a welcome pack will actually receive these. But it's already also available on the website, so you can download it and print it out, or at least look at it if you want to. We are encouraging all the teams to take part in this team challenge. It's not for one person. We think it's pretty hard for one person, but for a team, it's fun. There's a lot of challenges around reading, talking about books, as a typical reading challenge, but it's also a team building activity. So we are actually trying to promote it to companies in Poland, and if you want to, you can promote it to companies. You can promote it to any policymakers if they want to do it within their group. It can be done in families. It's really, I mean, hopefully it can really be fun. So schools, work, neighbors, bunch of friends, teaching staff, a Creative Europe desk team, why not? A library team, or a National European Authors Day hub team, whoever is invited to have fun, and we're trying to say, you guys are our superpower. But the truth is that obviously it also builds great moments around the project, right? It's not only about work that has to be implemented into organizing these events, but we are hoping that it will also be a pleasure and a fun moment for all of the organizers. There are thank you diplomas, so whoever you work with and you would like to thank them, you can print these out and thank anyone in a more sort of elegant way. There are coloring pages, so for smaller children, it's also a great way to involve them or use this as part of the meeting. It's black and white, so it's really easy to print out, and there's no words in any language, so it also works for everyone. And we have prepared 2 toolkits, which are both available on the website under, if you go on download and click on toolkits, you get to click on any of them, and anyone can download both of them. So the first one is obviously for the hubs, but there are no secrets. So if you're interested in how this sort of is proposed to hubs, please have a look. The second one is a toolkit for organizers. It's actually written by the European Writers' Council, representation of the European Writers' Council, to whom we are very grateful for this collaboration. So it's a toolkit on how to organize the best, a perfect authors meeting, written by people who are authors. So it's really wonderful because it really does take in consideration all the elements we as non-authors might omit, not see, not think about. So we really do think it's worth taking a look at, and we're hoping it will be very useful to everyone. So there's a lot that you can download, and please do use the download section as you please, I would say. Now, step 6, receive your welcome pack. This is a visualization of how the welcome pack for this year will look like. It will be shipped to the national hubs in August. So we do really hope that you will receive these up front and have time to prepare the events and be ready, and that all will go well. Now, each welcome pack 2026 will include 50 get a signature bookmarks. So these bookmarks enable children to get a signature from an author or whoever they are meeting. 45 do-it-yourself postcards. So they are they have this place where children or whoever can draw, stick, whatever they want to do. And also 5 extra friendship postcards, so to be sent to friends. There are certificates for organizers, which we obviously encourage you to use, to put your name in, maybe to take a picture of and put on social media or hang on your walls or do whatever you wish. But we're hoping this will be also a nice element with a checklist on the back, and posters to be used for the promotion of the event you organize. The poster is here. I mean the left down side of the slide. There's place for you to write what the event is and when it is. There's no words in English, so that you can use it in your language. On the other side, you will have the challenge, which is in English. It would be very, very hard to print it in 30 languages, so we're hoping it will be okay. And then 50 door hangers, which are obviously a fun, hopefully, thing for, I guess, especially teenagers. This year, they say, socially unavailable, try after chapter 9. And then stickers and 2 notebooks. So these notebooks are especially for any organizer to have a place to note all the remarks or things to do. So this is the insides, the contents of every welcome pack. And just to be clear, what we think one welcome pack is sort of serves as materials for one meeting. Or I mean, you can use it as you like, but this is the idea. Every organizer should be able to receive a welcome pack. And we will have 6,000 welcome packs this year to be distributed. So do register and make sure you then receive your welcome pack. And if you organize more events, you can register with more events. We will try to deliver. I mean, we do have the limitation of 6,000 welcome packs, but we will try to deliver as much as possible to everyone. Now, step 7, about the event itself. The program is called European Authors Day, Read for Real. So at the very beginning and the very sort of fundamental idea around it is that the people who create literature are our superheroes. That creativity is the essence of humanity, that without creativity, we really wouldn't be who we are. So for this reason, if there is a possibility to invite an author, and by author I mean the person, the writer or the illustrator or the graphic designer or the graphic novels scenario writer, or maybe even a translator. There is a lot of creators right, for books. So if you have the possibility to organize a meeting where children or young people especially could meet a human being who is a creator, it's wonderful. Obviously, like we say, all other meetings are, so to say, absolutely wonderful, and they're sort of allowed to be registered. So whether it's a rural game or a literary ball or a simple reading, because there is no author around the place where we are organizing it, it's also wonderful. But we do want to sort of underline this element, because especially in the time of AI, I guess we all agree that underlining the importance of human creativity and showing children writers and authors and illustrators as the real creators of the books that we then read becomes even more important than it used to be, right? So this is why we are underlining it. Everyone can get involved and invite an author, and that is sort of the underlining thing that we try to say. And once again, the toolkit to organize a perfect event with authors is available. So if you do organize an event, please have a look and make sure that everybody's happy. Every organizer can register their own event, and we invite you. It says you can register. You're not totally obliged, and it's true. You can organize an event without registering. That's the very, very truth of it. But registering makes us, being together, right? So if you do register your event, then we see it, then you guys see yourself on the map. We also have your address, so we can be able to send you the welcome packet. It makes sense. So we do invite everyone to take time to register. When you will be doing it, please make sure you insert the correct address with double check, please, that there are no mistakes. We had obviously some situations where it was hard to deliver the welcome packs because the address was not fully inserted. Now, step 8, the celebration part, communication. It is, of course, important in today's world to not only to do something, but to show it. We all know this. So showing that we are all together in this is important. The Facebook posts that you see are posts on Read for Real, where we show what has been done by everyone. So we try to sort of share the wonderful work that everyone is doing around Europe. But for this to be possible, for us to be able to show everybody else's work, you guys, of course, need to show what you're doing as well. And that the element of tagging either the fan page, so read.forreal, or using the hashtags is important so that we can see it. You can also write to us that you communicated. We are trying to do our best to sort of share and show everyone. It's not always possible. You can imagine that with 6,000 events, it's not obvious to show everyone, but we are doing really our best to sort of celebrating this and showing everyone as only we can. So there is the website, which we already saw, with a lot of elements in it. There is a Facebook and an Instagram account. So we invite you absolutely to follow us and see what they're all in English. So not in Polish, but also unfortunately not in your languages, but there is a lot of information there. We worked with the media last year, and we also invite all organizers to work with media, to send out press releases, to try to involve media, to give interviews, to talk about what you're doing and maybe what the project is, the more we are visible with the branding, the stronger we get on many levels, right? We show that we can work together. We show that this is important for many people. We show that this is a topic that has to be invested in. So we tried to work with paper media, online media. We visit some radios, TVs. I mean, our organization, but also other organizations did it, and we invite everyone to become a media star, to use the project to become more visible, if you like, right? I mean, we will be absolutely happy if this project would make your organization be more visible or stronger or more followed on any level. So please use it in this sort of goal. Now, obviously, the user content is amazingly important, and of course, this is why we are inviting everyone to share what you are doing, to use the logo, to use the branding for the content to be visibly part of the project, and again to grow the strength of our community and of literacy promotion as an important project as such. We received a lot of postcards last year, and this is again a wonderful way to sort of build links between us. So you can I mean, we will be very grateful if you send us postcard, but you can also use these to send them to whoever kids want them to be sent to. You can send the postcards to your ministers or other policymakers with great wishes of good books for Christmas or for other celebrations. So this is also a fun part, and we really like I said, would like people to have fun while organizing these events. We had a social media campaign in 20 countries last year, and we will be continuing this. This was done on social media. In the presentation, which we will try to make available for everyone, there are you can click on these. These are actually short movies, and you can see the campaign. Now, except for the celebrations as such, so the 11/11, 12/12 organizing of an event or some events of your choosing, we are also trying to become a stronger network, like I said, and part of the project is focused on that. So we are organizing, or our wonderful partner from France, Cyclic, is organizing a workshop for professionals in Blois in November this year. If you would be interested to come, please write to lire.ensemble@cyclic.fr, and I'm hoping someone can copy this in the chat for everyone. And like I said, the presentation will also be available. So this is a good chance to meet in person, and we will work in the very beautiful Chateau de Blois. So a really amazing occasion. We already held this year's conference, which is also part of the project, in May this year, and it is available in English on YouTube. If you would be interested in listening to parts of it or to the whole of it. So the link is here. And now I'm coming to the end. We are really, really grateful for everything we can do together, hoping to be able to meet more and more people in person, and to be more and more visible and stronger, like I said. And with this, I am ending my part. I'm not sure if we have any questions. I'm not sure if Kasia would like to add something from her side.
I think that lots of question. Hello, everybody. I think that lots of question is in explanation now on the chat. So maybe it's time for a movie, and I think that Marynia, you do it well.
Okay, so let's get invited to Blois. Yes, so please consider coming to Blois. It will be beautiful and hopefully very interesting. And so yeah, we encourage you to consider. And unless we have other questions, I just see that there were questions about the availability of the presentation. We will obviously send it. And I think Kasia answered all the other questions. And Adam, so I'm hoping this was helpful. We just for the next steps, we will be most probably having another webinar somewhere in September, just to answer maybe more questions and see if there are issues with the welcome packs or things like that. But it will be obviously already much closer to the event itself. So if you are considering taking part, please book a date and think up front. And like we said, use the project to become more visible as an organization and to become maybe more visible for the media, or however you would like to. And also, if you have any sort of questions, just write to us. So it's info@readforreal.com.
Yes, and maybe one thing, somebody write that registration is dead. So So I think that you can check it later, for example, for 1 hour. This is our first day of registration, so some issues it could be. About being hub, you can, as Marina say, you can write contact at info@readforreal.com, or the second mail, which is in conversation to National Library of Poland. Whatever you choose, we are still in a contact. So yeah, Adam write email one more time, so you can check, choose what you want, and all information is really in toolkits. So if you read it, all should be clear, and the contact is also on a contact email is also on a toolkit. So I want invite you to our website and explore them and write to us.
There are some more questions about register. Raquel Alonso asked about registering now, even if they don't know yet the title of the activities. Yes, I think you can register even if you don't know yet the title of the activity. Absolutely. How long should the event be? There is no predefined length of the event. So, and I would say that probably it also depends on who the event is for. If it's for small children, then it's probably might be shorter, and if it's for older people, I mean teenagers, etc. And also probably the scenario of the event counts, meaning that if it's a reading, then it's shorter, but if it's a reading with a discussion or a reading with a artistic activity, then it gets longer. So it's really how you feel or how you think it's best. We don't want to sort of impose the length of the event.
Yes, so if you have any question, comments, advice, we are really open to improve them, and let's talk about it.
Yeah, there's a question about the timing. If the event is not during 11/11, 12/12 period, can it be registered as well? An event in March, maybe not. Well, you can still brand it. We don't set. There is no limitation on how sort of on when you use the branding, right? So you can use the logo if you organize an event in March, but registering this event as a Read for Real event is maybe a bit too far away. On the other side, if you organize an event and it's on, I don't know, November 8th, then it's very, very close. So it's we had situations like that last year, and we do have sort of this agile approach that then if it's just a few days before or a few days after in December, it's fine. But on the other hand, as I said, if you organize an event in March and you brand it with the European Authors Day, it's fine, and nobody will chase you. So yeah.
And maybe one thing about hubs, we are currently finishing the hub confirmation process of this year. So we apologize if in a few cases some information on the website is not yet fully updated. And as the same if you maybe good advice is ask and wait till this month or check in another month, because I'm pretty sure that in this year we will have 35 hubs, so it means almost all Europe will be involved on Read for Real project.
There is also a request to add Kosovo as a country option, so that in the I think this means that in the registration form, Kosovo is
We
not
must
added.
add
So,
it.
so
Okay.
we will obviously, of course, thank you for letting us know. And sorry, it's not there. Okay. There is a note from Diana Krupensky. You are interested in the publication of more East European authors, and especially in inviting authors and organizing live events. This is wonderful, and I guess we have to be in touch. So please write to us about this. Yeah, there's. I'm not sure if I'm hoping we answered all the answers. The questions. And if not, if there are some questions that we missed, please be so kind and just contact us. So there is a question from Romania that the national hub is not listed.
I already answered.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Sorry. Right. So I guess are we close to having answered all the questions? I'm trying to scroll desperately everything to be able to answer everyone, but yeah, I do hope we answered everyone. Sharing plans, sharing a reading list of European authors. Yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea from Emily. We will probably, I mean, we have not thought about it, but I think it's a great idea to share a list of European authors to be read. We are noting that idea. Right. I think that is probably it from us. We took you an hour, and we are really, really grateful you joined. And let's stay in touch. Subscribe to the newsletter. Write to us. There's a question about financial support. I'm not sure if this was answered. I will just answer this last one. We are the project is financing one flag event organized by every hub. The project does not have funds to support other organizers. We would love to, but we don't have the funds. So I mean, maybe in the future this will change, but for the time being, this is how it works. So this is a bit also why we are saying let's try to do whatever we can all together for this to become more visible, for every single organization taking part to be stronger and visible wherever we are, wherever you are, wherever we are, right? We're also in a way in the same situation, right? Because this helps, because if we become part of a European project, then our conversations with our, I don't know, policymakers or our donors or our city councils or whoever these people might be who could support the financing of an author coming, our conversation with them might have more arguments if sort of we can show that this is a bigger thing, that this is not something, you know, that I mean, it is not only something that we would like to do, but it's part of a bigger thing. So for this reason, I think it's important to sort of really try to show what we are doing and to show the element of being together and the common branding and the importance of literacy as such. And obviously, this being said, I realize, because it's the same case for us, that, you know, raising funds for literacy meetings is sometimes not easy, or very often not easy. So I do understand the question in a way, right? I mean, totally. But what I'm saying is an honest answer from our side, right? The grant that we received enables us to produce the welcome packs, which are supposed to be a support and also a tool to create the common visibility, a tool to make these events fun, and you know, a helpful tool to for the children, but also organizers to have fun, but also feel you know, part of a larger thing. But you can also use the elements in the welcome packs as fundraising tools, obviously, right? You can write a note. You can use the postcards to write a note to your donors for them to see that the opportunity of being part of the project. We don't have anything against you inviting businesses from that you work with to support your projects, and you can have business logos on your communication. There is totally no problem around that. So whoever you try sort of get involved, it's absolutely fine for them to also sort of share the excitement. We managed in Poland, we managed to invite the Polish National Post Office. To give you an example of a business, they didn't. I mean, it's not about them paying us. It's about using the resources that such an organization has. So they enabled us to organize a meeting in a post office, which was very exciting because it was very different and sort of a lot of attention of media was created by the fact that it was in another place, because it was surprising. But also the Polish Post Office produced stamps, put stickers on the post offices where they sell books with an invitation to reading and things like that. So they invested in the visibility of the project. They were something that they created something that they could communicate it and be proud about. And for us, it was wonderful that we could organize an event in their place. And it's obviously adding to the project, right? They used their resources for the project to be more visible. So it's an example, but you can also have situations where they actually fund the sort of the coming of the author, and in exchange sort of for what, then you write in your communication that they are your partner in the project, and this is totally fine, and we will be absolutely excited to see if the project is used to fundraise, to invite other people to join and to support your organizations. And I think with this, we probably have to end, so not to take too much of your time. Sorry to be maybe a bit too long in my answers. Yeah, so thank you very, very much. Again, wonderful to see everyone, and hoping to see you soon after summer, and please consider coming to BLUA. And with this, we are ending this webinar. I'm just would love to see you all, you all of you. It's impossible in this tool.
Your nickname.
But yeah, but maybe in BLUA. And
Yeah.
there's Anne is adding the email to our French colleagues. So please write to them and see if you could come. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye to everyone.